Okay, so here we have our phone, and then you can see here with the Play Store, at least on a Android as opposed to on an iPhone, you're going to be looking for the App Store, but then you're going to search inside of that, okay? And you're going to look for the Google Authenticator, Google Authenticator, and you can see Google Authenticator. It's this little gray cog looking thing. Now I already installed it, but if you hadn't, you would hit the green install button or whatever color it is on an iPhone. And then we're going to open it. Let's say you had already done that before and then you forgot where it was. If you were in an Android, you'd swipe up and you'd look under Authenticator. Well, in this case here, it's not saved in the right order. A lot of phones will put it in the alphabetical, but here it's last installed. So boom, there's your Authenticator app. And then we want to hit Get Started. Okay, so now you have an option of scanning a QR code, all right, or entering a setup key. Now, if you are opening the web page on your phone, if you're not using a computer at the same time, you have to use enter a setup key. Otherwise, we would do scan a QR code, which we're going to show you in a little bit too. But right here, we're going to just click enter a setup key. Okay, the account name is going to be whatever you want to name it, like UA back office or UA or whatever you want to call it. Okay, your key, the setup key, is the same thing as the authentication key. That is what the QR code, which you'll see in a little bit, is representing. And when that doesn't work to scan it, or you don't have the ability to scan it because you're logging in on the same phone that you would scan from using your Google Authenticator app, then you have to enter that long string of like 25 letters and numbers. And you can leave this as type of key time-based, and then when we're done, we'll just hit add. So meanwhile, okay, we're going to pause our video. Okay, so as you can see up here, we typed in backoffice.uagrant.com, and then what we need to do is go ahead and put our case-sensitive username and passwords in to the browser here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, I put them both in, and now I'm going to hit log in. Okay, and then as you can see here, it says enter OTP. Or sorry, scan QR code to get OTP. All right. Now, you can't do that if you're already on this phone and needing that. So what you're going to need to do, and you can store this authentication key somewhere if you'd like. So what you need to do here is to copy this image if you're doing it on the phone. Now, it's not the image, it's actually the text, because if you get your finger too close to the barcode, it'll say scan the image. Well, that's not what we want. We want to scan this little code here. Okay, so put your finger somewhere, make sure it's right on the text so that you can hit the copy button. Otherwise, it won't work right. So then we're going to pop over here to our Google Authenticator, and I'm going to just hold down here and paste those letters and numbers. And I'm just going to call this, I guess, UA, okay? And then I'm going to hit add, okay? And right now, you can see over here that this little timer keeps running out like every 30 seconds or so. This is your OTP, meaning one-time password. It's a 6-digit number. You don't put the space in, and make sure you have enough time, like when it refreshes to something new, like there we go, 710747. We're going to go back over here and we're going to enter it in here, 710747. Okay, then we're going to hit verify. All right. And voila, there we are. And there we're into the back office. Okay. Okay. So on the next time you'd want to go and log in, you'd go to the backoffice.uagrant.com. You'd put your username and password in, which I'll do here for a moment. Okay. After we put the username and password in, it brings us to enter OTP. We come over here and we go ahead and we grab this number 051160 or whatever it is. You put it in, no spaces, and you hit verify, and it should just bring you right into your back office. And that's as simple as that. Now, if a person had a problem and they couldn't get this to work for some reason, you would hit the reset Google Authentication, and in so doing, you would put your username and notice the email. Okay, then you hit reset, then it sends a long email, an email with a very long link into your email address that you put in there, which needs to be the one associated with your account. And then you click that, and then it'll walk you through doing the setup again. In which case, when you would go and do that setup in Google Authenticator, what you would do is you would hold down on the one you had already set up. Notice I hold down, it highlights it, and there's a little trash can up here, okay? We would trash that if we weren't going to use that one. If we were going to set up a new one, which here I'm not, but if we were, you would just be going ahead and setting up a new one where you would hit plus sign, and then you would hit scan QR code or enter a setup key. Of course, if you're doing scan a QR code, you'd have to allow the authenticator to take pictures, and then you would just hold that up to the screen on your computer, and you would follow the same steps that we did up to this point. All right, and that's it in a nutshell. And so if you have any questions, let us know, but we thought it was time to do a video because a lot of people have questions about this. I hope it helps. Thanks.